Welcome to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Michigan's offense will have the football first. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs it.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into it.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And this is the type of defense that have made the Huskies a factory for pro players.
Yeah, and Reese, when I think about Washington football, I think about defense. I think about right place, right time, great thought process, just physical, make you earn everything they get every single year.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the right. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Sends it downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. And the Wolverines are marching down the field. To throw, it's Underwood. Grabbed over the middle, it's Haynes.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Klein. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Going up top again. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to scramble. Fires on the move. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. 12th play of the opening drive coming up, but now this marathon faces a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's McCulley. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
job by this offense. This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Washington Huskies offense will have its first possession of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Washington sends out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Hauls it in, looking for space. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
And the Wolverines will hustle to the line. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. You just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing straight.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll send the tight end in motion. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Interception for the 11th time this season. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the option. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. The give from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
today. They've been forced to punt. Bottled him up. Not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Play action on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Got a man. It's Moore.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Catch in the middle. It's Haynes. He's going to come up a couple yards short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense.
He's loose. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Williams will pass. Makes the catch. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Or will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Quarterback on the keeper. Finds a little space. Shakes off the defender. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Washington sends out the punt team. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Grab near the marker. It's Morgan. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's McCulley. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Firing to the right, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. To the air, it's Underwood. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Michigan! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. That's caught. It's Evans. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33. And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here comes the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Here's the return. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a 2nd. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. The screen, and watch out. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. This time he's got it. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got him. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Here's the pressure. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got it on the outside. It's Haynes.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete, because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They are perfect on 4th down so far in the 1st half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And you saw that there on the incompletion.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The offense will quickly use a timeout. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Going for the big play. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Out of the shotgun on third down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Another incompletion on third down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. He'll take another shot here. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Williams looking for a man. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. Washington sends out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Now on the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. Quarterback now breaking the field. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Bringing it back. He smashes his way through again. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. To the air, it's Underwood. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking for a gap, it's Haynes. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. And the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and now they can really make this a game.
And you're right back in this thing. You're creating some momentum. You got to score. You got to stop. This offense, Jesse, has a chance now to make this an absolute barn burner of a ball game.
Yeah, it's one play at a time, though, right? You're not going to get it all back in one play. Just go out, do your job, execute, keep this thing going down the field. And if things go well, like David said, we've got a game.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Washington will snap it in the red zone. The give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Under fire. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He slides that just inside the right upright. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Got his man downfield. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, what was that guy? What was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through the roof for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called. You got to get aggressive, take some shots, because you can now go and win this game.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Looking to throw on first down. There he goes. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Going for it all. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
They'll start this drive from the 42. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. So now it's second and long. Williams will pass. Got it in the middle. It's Evans. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Big noise. Big house trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third. Lost one deep down the right side. Picked off to stop the threat. Trying to take it back. They get him on the ground at the 33-yard line, but the interception, the turnover, has given this offense a great shot.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between steps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Now facing a third and long.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another down.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Power football with the run. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Michigan has long had defenses built on discipline, carrying out their assignment, and they have done that to perfection today.
Carry out your assignment, do what you're supposed to do, but do it with bad intentions. That's what I like. I like the...
Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Huskies moving quickly to the line. Williams looking for a man. Rushes on him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Here's the heat. Finds his big tight end. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in...
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's going to throw deep right side. And he's got it at the 20. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 11 to Kent State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The Wolverines lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll run the sneak for it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Pocket breaking down. He might have gotten way too greedy there, held it too long, and couldn't throw it away to avoid the loss.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
And the Wolverines are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And here comes... Forget the kick. He wants to throw it. Makes the grab. Got the conversion and still going. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. To the air. It's Underwood. Buys a little time. Finds his man. It's McCulley. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Buys a little time with his feet. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
About it, 50-plus, no problem, big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, keep hope alive. Pitch this pill around, use every second you got, make this game Palmer's.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Washington wants to go quickly. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Williams will pass. He's going up top here late in the game. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. They corral him out of bounds.